right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to start.
48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic.
All day, baby, all day. Oh, lady. Here we go.
48 mic. Here we go, G.
He's got Herndon. He's tight end. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
55, break the huddle,
53,
come up
check,
on
53.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ringo.
53's the mic. Squeeze, double.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They ain't moving the ball over this, D.
No gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey.
Red 80. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
53. Hey, I'm coming.
Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Shotgun snap.
Here we go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Nice kick.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Set, go. I'm coming after you.
Out to Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Nowhere.
He's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. Set. 60 out low.
Come on.
Double tight. Double tight.
Even. 4 down. Even. Alert 3. Watch safety creeping.
Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Good stop.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Rush in.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know it's hard people.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one is right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And this will be a touchback
Come on,
as
fellas.
that sails over the end line. Jets offense
53,
coming
check,
up now to
53.
start their next drive.
Let 'em know.
They threw an
Ready.
interception the first
Let 'em
time
know,
they had the
let 'em know.
football. And the
Hey.
game so it shouldn't be a difficult to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when
So
you
you
throw
got.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Following the pickup of 4,
53
here's
is the mic.
2nd and 6.
Don't get nervous. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31. Check.
Red 80.
Cloud.
And Anderson got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We go set. 53. 53. Mike. We go red 80. Check.
Switch.
They'll try and run.
Go, run.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
Let's go,
Also
Sam.
has that sense of where
Hey, we
holes
got
are going
Mike,
to be
number
before they
53.
actually
Mike,
open.
53.
I think that helps set him
No
apart from
gain on
many of
this
the other
defense.
backs in
Red
the league.
80. Check 53.
He's going to air one
Here we
out
go,
for
here we
Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that
Mike,
maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, so you maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A couple of first downs
check,
on the
53.
drive already.
Hey,
As
keep
he'll
it
go
up,
from the
lady.
47 now.
Bang.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Anything moves, we
Give
hit
him
it.
3 on first
Anything
down.
moves, we hit it.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Watch the curl.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Go 80. 40's Mike.
Check.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, 40's Mike right there.
Come on, let's go. Darnold. And his pass incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's play number
Mike
7
40,
on the
Mike
drive.
40.
This is 3rd
I
and
got you,
7.
boy.
Oh, 80.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Here's Darnold.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. On the ball. Let it go.
First down. It's Gross. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but
check,
at
check.
least
Watch
some
54. Watch
positive
54.
yardage.
Oh, here we go. Blue draw Coker. Check. Lucky.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check nickel.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set, ready. Ancient Gator.
Man, I got you.
Hold up.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Pretty quiet.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Miles Boykin.
Let's go.
An even 90 yards as the Ravens push further down the medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And this will not be returnable.
We
it's
got
out
this.
of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to sign.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Watch the
It's been
screen.
a rocky
Hey,
start for them thus far. They had the turnover in the first 2 drives.
So there's because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete
53 is
pass
the mic.
leads to 2nd and 10
I got
from the
you.
25.
I got you.
Here we go.
53, Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd
Get
does
ready,
not like
get
that
ready.
call.
Get ready.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs,
Squeeze.
1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Watch that.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's
So
go.
2nd down and 10.
Hey, we got
Once
Mike,
again,
number
they'll go from the
53.
40.
Mike, 50. Red 80.
Yeah.
Slam.
6'6", bullet high.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Turner. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go, boys.
Now,
Bring
as
it
we
up.
look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check.
Darnold now,
53's Mike.
4 out of
Check.
10 throwing the ball in
53's
this
Mike.
first half.
Oh,
But he's got a first
Mike.
down. It's Darnold. Throws it right to Herndon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's do
Jet
this.
first down, 18 big yards that time.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This
53,
offense
check
finding
53.
its legs now.
I got you,
Here's
lady.
another first and 10.
I got you, son. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Let's go.
I think
Let's
this
go.
one's going to
Let's
be
go.
a face mask.
Mike,
After the penalty, a fresh set of
53,
downs.
Mike,
It's
Mike.
first and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Jam him. Jam him. Jam. Jam. It's us.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll
Hey, we
go
got
again
Mike,
here from
number
the
53.
10-yard line
Mike,
on
53.
second and goal.
Time to go. Nice.
Darnold to throw again. It's caught by Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that
All
leads
day,
us
baby,
to
all
third
day.
and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go,
The
son.
Jets on third
Mike 40,
down.
Mike 40.
Just 1 for 3
Come to
thus
my
far.
world.
They're looking at a third
We
and goal
want it.
here.
The red 80. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, get him. Get him. Get
And
him.
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Pick, baby.
football back.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Close. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
After the
Here we
pickup
go.
of
20,
5,
go to
here's
base.
second and
Set
5.
the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A
Yeah,
gain
baby.
of 4.
Boom.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
Mike 57.
the blitz.
Mike 57.
It's been a long day for you.
Set hut. Hut.
On third and 1, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the
Good work,
first down
boys. Let's go.
yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
80 weapon.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Shut up.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Okay.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I'm going to come back to you. High seven.
Come back to you. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Keep it up, defense.
Here's Jackson. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Ravens on 3rd down.
46
They've been
to Mike.
okay, 2 for
They
3
can't
thus
hang with
far.
us.
This is 3rd and 4.
Undercrush,
He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Trotty, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the football.
I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The Ravens take over
Here we go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the
57
line,
to
set to
Mike.
get going.
Hey,
They'll be
defense,
looking
let's
to
go.
make
Pick it
amends
up,
for the
D.
events of a moment ago.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be priority.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way
Let's
to
go,
the
baby.
2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well,
I'm
that
coming for
didn't
you,
take
son.
long.
I'm coming
One
for you, son.
play, and we're already looking at a first and
Hey,
goal
alert 3,
situation.
alert 3. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
22, Jet.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They can't see us.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. Of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here goes, son.
Jets
53's
offense coming up
Mike.
now to start
Check,
their next
53's
drive.
Mike.
And 2 picks thrown
Oh,
here
yeah,
in
I'm
this
coming.
first half
Oh, yeah, I'm
alone. We'll
coming.
see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw
Red
4 or 5
80,
picks,
80,
and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt
Bravo.
their confidence. They'll think something was just
Here we
wrong
go.
with the ball or the wind. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Son.
Once again, they'll
40's
come
Mike.
up on the
Man, that's
26-yard
trash.
line,
That's
2nd and
trash.
10.
It's us.
They'll run with Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped
That's it,
before he can
baby.
even get started. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here goes,
The
son.
Jets
Mike,
on 3rd
53.
down.
Check
They've
53.
only converted once
Check
in 4
tight,
tries.
check tight.
This is going to
Check
be
tight.
3rd and 13.
Son.
From the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's going to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Down. 22. 6 to Pittsburgh. Two's coming, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. They're coming.
It's Gross. And they go backwards here, losing. Back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Be afraid of me.
Let's see if they do it
you
anyway.
You better be afraid of me. Check 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2 minutes to play
Check
here
13.
in this first half
Check
of the
13.
NFL playoffs.
Check safety.
Coming up at the half, Mike, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the now. It's Gross, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Set.
Right there.
60 out low.
For Mike.
Here it comes.
Check 3.
Kill. Ready, go.
There's Jackson on third and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go.
For a touchback.
We're going to sign.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack!
Jalen Ferguson.
That's what
And it goes a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
48 to Mike. Nice.
Topper!
Hatchet.
Yo, lady. Check 48.
Protein spill!
48.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks That's a beauty. Best of the day. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything. Lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
they don't
first
want
half
it,
goes
fellas.
my way.
They
I have
don't
a little bit of a
want
cushion.
it.
Let's
Keep
go ahead and try and extend
hard,
things.
fellas.
If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll break
Let's
the
get
huddle,
it.
come up on
Hey,
second
check
and
Mike
8 at the
57. Mike
27-yard
57.
line.
I'm coming.
Wahoo. 57's the mic. Watch 57. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. We all
And
nil.
that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way
Set,
easier
ready.
said
The
than
ancient
done.
gator, ancient gator.
So the
Set,
failure
the
to
mic.
connect on
me
second
up.
down,
Here
that
we go.
leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to
Thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on,
baby. Boom.
here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might
Ready,
be made
ready.
defensively.
57
After
to
the
Mike.
run, here's second
Hey,
and
come
8
on out
from
here.
the
Come get some.
27.
Let go.
Come get some. Come on.
Jackson
He don't
now.
want it.
Got a man. It's Brown. 19 yards to pick up there.
We played
Move
to
the
win.
chains.
Let's
I think it
go.
all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base.
You don't want this.
H3 to 18. Trouble.
Gross. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
You got him.
That's
You
going to
got
go
him.
as a loss of 2,
You
and
got
it'll
him.
be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice
Here
loss.
we go.
Mike.
Get the flat. Orbit.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Zip. 57's the mic. Hunt. 64. Weak.
57's Mike. Mike.
On second and 12.
Watch the flat.
Jackson.
Watch the flat.
Gonna
Motion.
throw right side here, complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game.
Come on, let's
And
go.
a first down as well. Cool under pressure right
go.
there, escaping the
ending.
pocket and finding what I think was
57
not his
the mic.
primary target.
Hey, watch
And
the
some
slant.
of these
Watch the
guys
slant.
are just so comfortable He'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Mike, 22,
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
He gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
54.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the 22, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Gross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rip right, rip right.
Kill.
This is and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup.
Yo, Trip is here, baby. Yo, Trip is
The
here.
coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
You don't want none.
Tight dog.
Chef.
On second down. It's close. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
The play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set hut. 10, Tuscan.
Mike's 5-4.
Watch the run.
Rotate. Spell.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Out.
Watch the shift.
Check.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Oh, yeah.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to
Check.
stick with
Watch
it.
54.
Look, it's the
Watch
third
54.
quarter, no time
Let's
to
go,
panic.
D.
But that also means just doing the same thing throughout the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. It became such a challenge running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long
right there,
drive.
right
You
there.
got to
No.
figure a field goal would be
Here
a
we go, D.
letdown. Can
All
they
day,
convert
defense.
now on
All
third
day.
and goal?
All day.
Hut.
All right, D.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score.
Let's go,
now they
boys.
get to go
Let's
out
go.
there and do their part.
Good starting position for the Jets as
Let's go,
they come
D.
up
Let's
first and
go.
10
Red
at
80.
their own 44.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna make the 48. Let's go. Oh, you got D?
Shotgun snap for Donald. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done.
Complete to number 83.
Facing a second and
48,
2
Mike.
after that last catch.
Hey,
Good
we gotta
for
get
8
this stop here,
yards.
D. Check 9, check 9.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Switch, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yo, lady.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All day.
A gain there of 21 yards.
27 yards. First down.
Try to get one
48's
more
the
in
mic.
here before the
Check,
quarter break.
48's the mic.
One quarter
That's
remains
what I
for the
do.
right to survive round one here in the
Come
AFC.
on now, let's go.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're going set.
Back-to-back
48's
good
Mike.
plays have
48's
them on
Mike.
the move on
Watch
first
the
down.
run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Motion, motion, motion.
Mike.
You.
One go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You can't block
That last
me.
touchdown
You can't
has
block
made
me.
this really tough. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense
I'm
needs
going
to
to
kick
hit
it
you
into gear.
all
And right now,
day,
I'm
baby.
looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right
Got it.
now.
48
By
to
word,
Mike.
pumping his team up, and then, of course,
hey.
by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time.
Laddie.
And deed.
Deed means action.
Exactly.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marquise
Touchdown,
Brown,
baby.
75 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back
All
line
day,
of the end
baby.
zone for a
Let's go.
touchback.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming
53
up
is the
now to
mic.
start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their
Check.
last
Hey, Eddie.
go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start planning for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
Yeah,
worked.
baby.
But you have to be
We're gonna
prepared
set.
for wrinkles and counters
Mike,
because you know
53.
they'll make some adjustments.
53. Mike.
They have the run. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Give him 15
go,
yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't
go,
save it
set.
for the second touchdown.
Hey, we
You
got
the
Mike,
first one for
number
the second one to
53.
even
Mike,
matter.
53.
Here we go.
Yo, lady.
Check. Check. 53.
Let's go, D.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
At the 39-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and
Ready?
10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. To keep up with your team there, folks. They can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
18 Gator, 18 Gator.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Outside coming.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Yeah.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready?
The Ravens on
Hey,
3rd
come on.
down,
Mike,
lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Come on, fellas.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground.
Here we
far
go,
from
here we
it,
go.
but a critical
Let's go to
3rd down
base.
conversion.
This afternoon just got better.
You got nothing.
You're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of the offense. That run there, that's the one we try to get to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we
The
go.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey.
Zoom.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
He's checking. Crash.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Mike's 22.
Jackson will look to throw it. Brown. Now Brown owns the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run.
Go.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Bandit. 57's the Mike.
Watch your slant.
Point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an
53,
adjustment
check
there.
53.
Finally gained a measure
It's our
of,
time.
I
It's
don't even know
our
if to call
time.
it revenge, but
Go
got
red,
a
80.
play done against him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard
Interception
line.
all day, baby. Let's get
Well,
this.
down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And
Ready?
maybe that was the
57,
thought
57's
process,
Mike.
that it wasn't
What we
quite
got? What we got?
desperation
What we got?
time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back. Downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He is taken
That's
down
it,
at the
baby.
21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the carry
Ready,
there.
ready.
2nd and
Now,
8.
look,
The last
57.
run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52.
Check the back.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maximum a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Coming to you.
One play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Check pass. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Keep playing hard.
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Check motion.
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Red 80. Red 80. It's it.
Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, no, let's switch to Mike right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Red 80. You're not ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pick the edge. Come.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
No pitch,
Gotta do
just
better.
incomplete that time.
Come on, QB. Come on. Go 80. 53's the Mike. 53. Check. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. No reason not
Come
to
on,
try
baby.
it there. And they do indeed convert on
53's the
4th.
Mike. We go red 80. Twist.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception rolls. They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Mike 57. You ain't going nowhere.
Does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Let's go. Let go.
And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year. And boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Let's go now. Mike. 15 Lonnie. Bring it.
Two tights.
4
And
down.
now
4 down.
whistles
Check.
and a
4
flag,
down. 4
and
down.
I think we got to jump
Key
here.
8.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you. But let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards.
Four down. Check.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes zero.